Thawadah Yapah Thawadah Yapah Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. See, you devils are done. For real.
Europe is getting absolutely cooked right now.
Never expect to know what karma looks like for somebody, because you know what karma might look like for the white community, for a large community that went across this entire world, colonized, raped, skinned, enslaved more than half the world and their generations. And you know what karma might look like for those people who worked hard to make sure that all that was perceived as good, was perceived as being of the Lord. They were doing the Lord's work. Karma for them would look like exposure.
They will realize that as the hole in the ozone layer gets larger and larger, more and more sunlight is allowed to enter our environment, and more people who have pale faces are going to die of melanoma, which is a skin cancer that you get if you don't have enough melanin in your skin. Let me tell you, people of color are going to be very much in demand for reproduction in the future. And mark my words, you're laughing now, but you wait 20 years. You won't even have to wait 20 years, because they're going to see that if they want their children, their grandchildren, and their great-grandchildren to survive, they're going to have some melanin in their skin. That's the way it's going to be. This is going to take care of it.
Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. In case you're new here, my name is Maren and I'm Maureen. So in today's episode, I'm sure most of you have seen the heat wave that is currently going on in Europe, and some Black Americans are feeling like this is divine karma that white people are facing, right? And Americans in general do not understand why Europeans cannot just get an AC, right? Is this the point where we talk about Babylon is on fire? Because you cannot tell me this is normal. Are we going to blame the ozone layer? Are we going to blame modernization? Or do we all have to believe that Babylon is eventually coming down? But there's a lot of things happening in the Western world, this included. Let's watch what's happening and then we come back and talk about it. Guys, let us know what you think about this. Also consider subscribing if it's your first time here. Let's watch.
Europe is getting absolutely cooked right now. Hundreds of heat records are being broken daily. Thousands of schools are being closed. Public events are being cancelled. Alcohol consumption restrictions are being put in place. And even drowning deaths are soaring as people are trying to cool down in rivers. You see, Europe is officially the fastest warming continent on Earth. But it's also a continent that isn't built for heat, with over 80% not even having AC. So when summer hits, each seemingly becoming hotter than the last, it is brutal. Take France, for example. They have just had their hottest day on record on a national scale, along with over half of the country being placed on red alert and 135 absolute records being broken in a single day. Drowning deaths in the country have also soared to 40 in just 5 days. Over in the UK, temperatures hit 34.6 Celsius, ushering in a number of coping measures like reduced rail speeds, hospital patient appointments cancelled, school closures, and even hosepipe bans. A red health alert was even issued, indicating a risk to life even for the healthy population. Several people have also drowned in Germany over the weekend. Spain's National Weather Agency warned of serious, even extraordinary danger. And Italy's health ministry declared a red heat wave in at least 15 cities. The heat wave is expected to continue for many of these countries over the weekend.
This cannot be the same sun that we can casually walk under in South Africa. This European sun, it's got a little kick to it. It's got a little chilly to it, because I can't. This cannot be the same sun. No way. I took my braids out because it was that hot. I am not even going to do my hair because I cannot stand the thought of someone tugging on my hair in the heat and having stuff on my hair. Like, if I could, I would shave my head. This is not the same sun. I stood for 4 minutes in the sun waiting for a bus, and I just feel like my SPF has run out. Like, the barrier that the UVB was supposed to provide, I think it's got perforated by the sun. There's nothing left. I'm about to work out my umbrella just to walk in the sun because I can't. I feel like I'm melting. I feel like I'm melting, and it's not a joke. I'm stunned. I'm too stunned to speak.
So apparently when it gets hot, Europe melts. but they want you to believe that this is the infrastructure of modernity. They sold you an economic system that said it is better to find the cheapest way to mass produce something than to build for longevity, for quality of life, and then they traveled all across the world, enslaving, colonizing, teaching all of us that we're inferior, that we should copy their ways instead of our own. But most of us, and I'm talking about the alleged third world, already knew how to build for heat before air conditioning existed. Prior to colonization, most of us used vernacular architecture. Local craftsmen using natural materials that have practical use. None of this cookie cutter, copy and paste crap. I want y'all to get this. They showed us all this imagery of West Africa and told us that they were poor and hungry. But mud, brick, and rammed earth, they absorb heat, so it's not sitting in your home. Thatch roofs, they protect you from the sun and allow heat to rise out of your home. No electricity needed. We see the exact same common sense in Pebble architecture in the American Southwest. We see it in Persia, in North Africa. In China, they built underground homes where it's cool all year. And then there's the ones that figured out airflow. In Iran, they had wind catchers. Caught the wind up top and brought it to the bottom. In India, they had wooden lattice screens and perforated stone facades. So you had durable architecture with shade that wind could flow through. In Southeast Asia, they had bamboo walls. Once again, air kept flowing through. I can hear some of y'all now because you don't even realize how much you love your colonizer. People say, oh, but those regions, they have different building materials than Europe. Well, Europe stole everything else. You're telling me they're bad boosters? They don't even know what to steal? Baby, stop giving these people a pass. They don't know what they're doing. They just know how to keep pouring money in the war. And now we all at risk.
In France, the authorities are reporting that over 9 days, at least 1,000 people have died. Instance related to the heat. Funeral homes in the French capital Paris are now reporting that they are under pressure, rapidly running out of space and being overwhelmed with the need to safely store the bodies of those who have died. It's a difficult situation for those working in the funeral industry as well as those who have relatives who have died. The French Interior Minister has said that they are now providing extra ice boxes where needed, but he denies that France has not been prepared for this heat wave.
I'm just on a train in London during a heat wave, and they have reduced services because of the heat, because it's getting to 33, 34 this week, so the next 2 days there actually are less trains, and they're advising you not to travel unless it's completely essential. And as an Australian, also schools are finishing at 1:30 because it's too hot in the afternoons. Can you imagine if at home in Australia we got sent home at a half day or couldn't get to and from work because it was over 30 degrees? My God, the whole economy would shut down.
How's everyone handling the heat wave? I am playing music. I am abstaining a bit.
See, Devil, the time is up. Your time is up. Plain and simple, Devil, your time is up. That's right. That's right. You come on, garbage. God damn. Yeah, your time is up. Your time is up, Devil. That's right. Jeremiah 13 and 23. Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leper his spots? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil. You're done, Devil. This is 24. Therefore will I scatter them as the stubble that passes away by the wind of the wilderness. This is thy lot, the portion of thy measures from me, saith the Lord, because thou hast forgotten me and trusted in falsehood. That's right, because you the devil. This is twofold. Therefore will I discover thy skirts upon thy face, that thy shame may appear. I have seen thy adulteries and thy names, the lewdness of thy whoredom, and thy abominations on the what hills in the fields. Woe unto thee, O Jerusalem! Wilt thou not be made clean? When shall it once be? When shall it once be? Oh yeah, you devils are done. Where we at? Where we at? Come on, garbage. Telling you, man, you dealing with this devil's BS. He done stole all the ideas and screwed up every goddamn thing. For real, man. I mean, everything. Job 20 and 12. Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue, though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth. Yet his meat in his bowels is turned. Yet his meat in his bowels is turned. It is the gall of apes within him. He hath swallowed down riches, and shall vomit them up again. Power shall cast them out of his belly. He shall suck the poison of apes. The viper's tongue shall slay him. He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter. He shall not see these things, the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter. That's right. That which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein, because he have oppressed and have forsaken the poor. That's right. Because he have violently taken away an house which he buildeth not. You're done, devil. Wall, a ball, ball. So your time is up. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is destroying you. The Lord is taking you out. He's destroying you devils right now with the heat. And I love that heat. H-E-A-T. H-eat. Heat. That's right. And the Lord is taking you out with that heat. Oh yeah. Over 1,000 died. Whoa. Man. The Lord is doing his thing. So Thawadah Yapah Sun Kan, Bashir Rakakudash Brakatham. Amen.